This is Babu Krishnamurthy of Finsherpa. Warren Buffett is an inspiring icon of our times, my friends. He is one of the most successful investors that we have all seen and grown with. He's made tons of money, but more importantly, his philosophy behind these investments are simple that many of us can imbibe in and continue to grow wealthy on that account. So that's what I'm going to share to you, the 7 philosophies or 7 things that are inspired by Warren Buffett that we can all follow on a day-to-day basis. The first step is what I call the power of habit. Now friends, Warren Buffett is a phenomenon, but not a surprise. He started investing when he was 11 years old and he is upwards of 90 years now. So he has been continuously investing for 80 plus years as of date, which means that on an average, he has been spending a lot of time analyzing data and making investments. Of course, he has made some bad ones, but over a period of time, all this falls away in terms of learning and application. So the power of habit, what you do periodically, you will get better. So important thing is give yourselves time and be disciplined about it, whatever be it, and holds true of investments as well. If you give yourselves time and be disciplined, you'll have a great investment experience. Second is about his spending. Warren Buffett was once asked by a friend to change his car. He had been riding a 20-year-old automobile and his friend said, why don't you just change it and buy Volkswagen Beetle, which was then costing about $20,000 US. Warren Buffett thought for a minute and he said, this $20,000 in 5 years' time will be worth about $150,000 US. And in 10 years' time will be worth about 1.5 million US. And in another 10 years will be worth $30 million. And he said, 30 million is too expensive for me to invest in a car. Friends, it's a very, very subtle truth that Warren Buffett seeks to convey to us, that every money that you spend today is a money that you're pulling away from what it has a potential to become in the future. So that's the nature that allows you to differentiate between your need and your want. Needs are of course to be met, but wants, think about it. Third, if you love the job you do, you will never have to work a single day. Brilliant concept. Warren Buffett believes that he has never worked a single day. He loves what he does, and he says, I'm just amazed that somebody is willing to pay me money to do what I love. If that's the philosophy all of us hold, we will also be making tons of money. Because guess what? We don't have to time ourselves when we do what we love. We can work for 24 hours a day and make all the money. Point number 4, avoid debt. There is no free lunch, friends. Warren Buffett firmly believed compounding can work both ways. While on the investment side, compounding over a period of time creates great wealth, compounding also works on loans and debts that we take, and on the reverse can destroy great wealth. So make sure that you take loans very, very carefully. The next is that investment is nothing but managing risk. And Warren Buffett had a very, very simple philosophy to it, and he had 2 rules. Rule number 1, never lose money. Very simple, right? And rule number 2, never forget rule number 1. So the bottom line is that if you make sure that over a long period of time, you make investment calls with a lot of care, that you don't lose money, that itself will be a force multiplier for you. Next, he always looked at buying things cheap. Cheap, I don't mean the nature of stock, I mean the price. Even great companies, when you buy it in an expensive pricing, you tend to lose out in the long term. So it's extremely important to buy something great of great value, but pay an appropriately low price so that you can see a great upside over a period of time. And that's where Warren Buffett excelled. Like a tiger waiting for its prey in the African savannah, Warren Buffett would wait with cash for bad times like the financial crisis in 2009, where he sat on a hell of a load of cash to buy companies which were going through tough times, and those are easy pickings. So you need to have a lot of patience, you need to have cash with you, but you need to have an eye to buy things at a much cheaper rate. Last but not the least, Warren Buffett does not believe in the philosophy of selling, right? If you have a frugal lifestyle, then the dividends or the interest comes into play. You don't need to sell your portfolio at all. As long as you're invested in great companies or great stocks or great portfolios, continue to stay invested forever. As long as each of those companies are working really hard to generate shareholder value, you will always stand to gain and benefit. So the 7 steps to creating great wealth inspired by the master Warren Buffett are: watch your spending. Create a habit of investing. Habits go a long way. Third, find a job that you love. You don't have to work a single day. Fourth, take credit only when it's absolutely necessary. Manage your risk. Investment is all about managing risks. Always buy at an appropriate price. Don't buy expensive, buy cheap. And never sell. Hold on to your investment as long as they're doing well. Just stay invested. If we all followed these 7 steps, my friend, we'd have a fantastic investment journey like the master. Hope you have a lovely day.